Up to 70% of kids with ADHD struggle with sleep. Their brains often don't start producing melatonin until late at night. No wonder bedtime feels like a battle, but you can change that using simple ADHD-friendly steps, from using time with you as a reward to worry-calming rituals. I'll show you how to create a bedtime routine that helps you finally reclaim your evenings. You'll learn how to work with your child's natural body clock so falling asleep doesn't feel like a fight. Simple sensory and environmental tweaks that quiet busy minds and restless bodies. And a step-by-step routine that helps your ADHD child drift off faster and wake up calmer. It's 8:30 p.m. You've dimmed the lights, brushed teeth, and somehow your child is still bouncing on the bed, explaining Minecraft strategy in full detail. You can feel your patience slipping, but this isn't about discipline. It's about a brain that needs more time to rewind. Tonight, we'll build a bedtime routine that actually works with their ADHD brain and builds connection in your relationship. All kids benefit from a predictable bedtime routine, but for kids with ADHD, it's essential. Their brains crave pattern and rhythm. Without it, bedtime can feel like a free fall to them. No clear steps, no sense of what comes next. That unpredictability fuels anxiety and resistance, especially at the end of the day when their self-control is already low. So the goal is to build a repeatable sequence that gently guides them towards sleep, step by step, every night. This doesn't have to be inflexible or absolutely perfect. You just want to try to stay on this wagon, and when you fall off the wagon, get back on. Think of it like this. When your child knows what's coming next, they don't have to negotiate bedtime. They just move through it. Pick 4 to 6 clear, consistent steps. For example, bath, pajamas, brush teeth, story, lights out. The order matters more than the details. Make it visual. Pictures for younger kids, written steps for older ones, so they can see what's next without reminders. Each step becomes a small, achievable goal instead of one overwhelming, it's time to go to bed. Many ADHD kids struggle with time awareness. So use a visual timer for each part of the routine so they can see time passing. Set a 10-minute timer for bath time, then another for brushing teeth, then one for reading. This way they can see the time running out. Turn it into a game. Can we beat the timer and earn extra reading time together? The goal isn't to rush. It's to create small bursts of focus and a clear finish line. Begin the routine 30 to 60 minutes before lights out. Just do the best you can. This won't be perfect. Choose a cue that signals calm time starts now. Maybe switch to soft lighting, play gentle music, or use a calm phrase. This acts like a mode change for the whole household. The timer went off. For many kids with ADHD, bedtime feels like punishment, separation, and boredom. So flip the script. Make connection the reward for completing each of the steps on time. If you finish brushing before the timer ends, we can do an extra story together. Once you're in bed, we can have 10 minutes of snuggle time. Whatever is important to your child. Every finished step brings them closer to what they love, you. And that's what they usually want at bedtime, is time with us. Those final few moments of cozy connection become both a reward and a signal of safety. A quiet story, a laugh, a hug, it tells their body, I'm safe, I can rest. My kids love to read. I always wanted to read at least one short book a night, so that was a given. But I did allow them to earn extra books, or if I was extra tired and they could read, I might even set it up that the reward was them reading to me. Consistency doesn't mean rigidity. It means reliability and reward. When bedtime follows the same rhythm and ends with connection, your child's brain starts to associate the process with comfort instead of conflict. Now that you have structure, timing is the next piece, because with ADHD, biology matters. Many kids with ADHD have later running internal clocks. Their bodies simply don't feel tired as early as others do. Once you know that, you can stop fighting biology and start working with it. About an hour before bed, switch to warm lamps and avoid blue-toned light from screens. If your child needs a night light, choose amber or red tones. This signals to the brain that nighttime is coming, giving melatonin a chance to rise naturally. Watch for cues: yawning, zoning out, quiet play. Too early leads to frustration. Too late leads to hyperactivity. Aim for that sweet spot when they start slowing down. Over time, you'll know your child's rhythm and you can adjust the routine to match. If your child takes ADHD medication, talk with the doctor who prescribes it about whether timing affects sleep. It does, but you need to consult with them about your child's medication. A small change in the dose schedule or formulation can often make a big difference. Never adjust the medication yourself. Just open the conversation with your prescriber. If you've built strong habits and your child still lies awake for hours, ask your doctor about melatonin. It's not a sedative. It's a signal that helps the body recognize bedtime. Used under guidance, it can gently shift their sleep clock earlier. When bedtime aligns with their natural rhythm, the fight fades. Energy settles and their body quietly says, okay, I'm ready. Once timing is right, help their body relax. ADHD brains are often paired with sensitive nervous systems. Small irritations can keep them alert. So the environment needs to feel like an invitation to rest. Keep the bedroom quiet and cool, around 65 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 degrees Celsius. Use blackout curtains or a sleep mask if morning light wakes them up. Add a white noise machine or fan to block jarring sounds if this helps. If darkness feels scary, choose a very dim nightlight. Use sensory tools that soothe. Weighted blankets or heavy stuffed animals for gentle pressure. Compression sheets for that tucked-in feeling if they like that. Soft, tag-free pajamas in your child's favorite texture. A quick lotion massage or light back rub to release tension. These tactile comforts signal safety to the nervous system and reduce fidgeting. Include 1 to 2 soothing physical steps each night. Maybe a warm bath to relax muscles and trigger sleepiness as their body cools, or a gentle massage with lavender lotion. stretching, or simple yoga poses together. Playful but slow. You're teaching their body what wind down feels like. You can also do a short guided visualization or a short breathing exercise. Sound consistency can anchor an ADHD brain. Play quiet music or nature sounds. Use audiobooks or sleep stories they've heard before. Predictability is calming, and it won't keep them awake because they're excited to see what happens. But it gives their brain something to do, so it's not just going off everywhere. Start the same playlist each night so their brain associates it with sleep. All of these become powerful cues for rest. Even with structure and calm surroundings, bedtime thoughts can still flood in. When the world quiets, their mind wakes up, replaying the day, planning tomorrow, or inventing stories that won't quit. So we make that part of the bedtime routine, not a battle. For example, after story time or right before lights out, you can add a brief worry step. Maybe say, before we go to sleep, let's see what your brain wants to tell us tonight. Give them a notepad or worry box by the bed. They can draw or write whatever pops up. Then say, we'll keep these thoughts safe until morning. Or do a thought sweep, imagining setting each thought on a cloud and watching it float away. You're teaching them mindfulness in a kid-friendly way. This turns racing thoughts into a ritual of release, predictable, safe, and connecting. After the worry step, guide them to a calming phrase paired with breathing. I'm calm, I'm safe, I'm loved. My body is relaxing now. Thoughts are just clouds. I can let them float by. Or adapt an adult loving kindness version for kids. May I be safe. May I be happy. May my family be calm. The repetition gives their brain a gentle job, something peaceful to focus on, and makes it easier for it not to attach to worries or, just like adults, things to do. Offer calm, low-effort focus exercises. Maybe they can try counting backward from 100. Name animals or foods by the alphabet, starting with A, going to Z. Visualize floating or walking on soft sand. If worries creep back, softly remind them, let's go back to our breathing. You're teaching them to steer their thoughts, not fight them. If your child fears being alone, add simple supports. A stuffed guardian toy, a parent's t-shirt that smells like you. If they call for you, you can use a bedtime pass. 1 or 2 cards they can trade for a quick check-in or an extra hug. You can even use more spaced out with longer time in between if your child really has trouble. If they use less of them, they can earn a small reward for first thing in the morning. It gives reassurance and structure at the same time. When they still can't sleep, stay calm. Looks like your brain's still awake. Let's use our mantra or counting again. You're showing them they can handle it, and you're right there when they learn. You can even allow them to do a quiet activity for 10-15 minutes and then try again. If your child followed most of their steps, praise that effort. You started your bedtime routine right on time tonight. I'm proud of you. Small, immediate rewards work best. A sticker, an extra story, choosing a breakfast that they really like that maybe you don't let them have all the time, because it's not as healthy. Like my kids would have eaten pancakes and French toast every morning if I let them. But your tone matters most. You're building confidence that they can self-regulate and that bedtime is something they can succeed at. Over time, these little wins become their new story. I can calm myself. I can do this. When bedtime ends with safety, comfort, and connection, rest stops feeling like separation and a punishment and starts feeling like peace. If you want to carry this same ADHD-friendly structure into your mornings, watch my next video. Click right here to watch it, and let's make mornings as peaceful as bedtime can be.